everybody. I just want to show you a little something on my composite Damascus death knives I'm making. These are commissions, so this is for the interest of the customers waiting for these knives. A composite of Damascus is made up of different pieces of Damascus, so in this case usually twists in there in a sort of, you imagine Saxon sword compositions. It's very much like that. So we've got, in this case we've got opposing twists, got 3 bars of twists, and then we've got a basket weave to break the composition there. And then on the edge material, because we're going to be laddering the material, which is a sort of offset fuller, I've got a flat laminate on the edge here. The test piece I did with a San Mai, but due to the grind it didn't look visually as I hoped it would, and the ladder dies look superb in that, so we're going to have a really intense regular ripple on the edge there with that. That's a very high layer laminate, sort of 800 layers, something like that, and that's enough to bring the steels very close to they're still like a Damascus, but they very much act and heat treat like one steel, and in the case of, I'm using 01, the 15N20 in the mix, it heat treats as 01, but you can take it a lot higher hardness and still have it tough enough not to, you know, to be too fragile to hold an edge, you know, sort of 64 HRC sort of hardness for that on the edge, so very high performance. I'm welding them together. These are welded together already. I'm just welding, I'm using flux because we've got nickel in there, and if you enclosed it with welds you're grinding material away, so doing very sort of proficient welds with flux very thoroughly and making the most use of the material. And in these narrow sections the flux runs out beautifully. And once we've done that, I'll then pickle that clean and forge it out. I'll then forge it on the sides, or rather on the faces. These are the ladder dies you can see here. I'll show you, they're offset, so that lump is pushing into there. You're very much putting a ripple into the material, and then you grind the lumps off. It's very wasteful of material, but these are very high-end knives. So we've got quite thick, pretty big thicknesses here, but you know, nearly half of that is going to end up being removed when we do the ladder dies. You get sort of 3mm lumps on there which you get ground off either side, so you're losing up to 6mm of material in this case, and that gives that beautiful ladder effect in the edge, and it will also expose the cores of the twists, the unavoidable flux mess. But here we go, we've got these are the two going to be for the small 150mm blade length petties, and plenty of material there. Obviously these are going to get forged down. I'm going to work on the anvil with the hammer initially to make sure. The reason for this is we're working narrow sections, and it's the best and quite tall many sections, multiple sections, that I want to gradually drive the flux out. I don't want to roll anything over, so before hitting it at all in the power hammer, I'm going to make several passes on the anvil. So there we go, those two forged out to the appropriate width to start with. From there, after they've been pickled completely clean, I'll forge in the rest of the shape of the knife. So that's the whole lot, the batch that I'm working on, from a 210 Goito to 270 Suji, 220 Nakari, that'll be a 220 I think, and the two 150 Petties.